Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have, ta-da, yet another ThredUp rescue box. I have a problem. So this is 15 pairs of women's shoes, and, well, I shouldn't say women's, I've gotten men's before. If you're watching this unboxing, it's spring break. Mom brain is just everywhere. Then you know there was a price increase. So I saw this box, it's like it taunted me because I saw the price increase. This particular box went from $90 to $100. The men's box went from $90 to $110. So it just kept coming available. If you know anything about ThredUp boxes, it's a little difficult to snag them because there's no time. You never know when it's going to drop. And I kept seeing it, and it was staying there all day because nobody wanted to pay the increase. And finally, I was like, okay, I've had terrible boxes. I've had decent boxes, and overall, I have at least been able to break even on my boxes. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe with a price increase, they'll send better things. So I don't know. That was not true with my, what was the last box I did? I don't even know at this point. Oh, another men's? Yes. So we'll see. This is the first time I've gotten a shoe box from Mechanicsburg. Typically my boxes come from Georgia, and I've had one from Arizona. So we'll see. It's crazy to me how every single time it's like a totally different shape, style of box. I don't know. Georgia, I will say, does the best job of packaging their boxes. They put all kinds of bubbles and stuff. All right, so this was just in between the first two layers, not even inside. So anywho, yep, 15 pairs. So while $10 isn't a huge increase, the problem with that is that increases my cost of goods to $6.67. So as you find pairs that you can't resell, you know, so, all right, I will tell you, looking in my box, I guess I could have shown you, there is just they're measly, one little sheet, not a single bubble, nothing. So that's kind of a bummer when that happens, because often I think a lot of the damage on these shoes comes from them not packaging. So this is what's on top. And honestly, these look like children's shoes. The other pair I see looks, this is 15 pairs. Yeah. I ordered a kid's box of shoes too, but this is not it. So, all right, here we go. These are Fergalicious by Fergie. I will say at least they are brand new with tags. They are size 5, so they are tiny. They're very cute. Fergie shoes are not super expensive, but they do seem to sell. I got a pair in another box that I did sell, and it has the name is Calmly. So these are actually, they're cute, but they're tiny. Like, if my daughter was closer to this size, I would just save them for her. Speaking of my daughter, she has these exact shoes, and they're also super tiny. These are the Ortholite Float Cloud Foam. They are size 6.5, but they just seem smaller than that. I'm probably gonna save these, actually. I don't know what that converts to in like a little boy's size. And my son is in like a 3.5 boys, which I feel like is about this size. So I'm going to have him try these on, because honestly, to resell these, I'm looking at maybe 20 bucks, which after fees and all of that, I don't know. But I love this style. It's classic, matches everything. Okay. At least these, I see the matches are kind of together, but these are Gap. So the uppers are actually in pretty decent shape. They're size 8, but they were definitely worn. But they're cute. It just says Gap USA 8. So if we're coming into spring, I could probably maybe make 10 bucks or so on these. Nothing special. Could be worse. At least it's a brand I've heard of coming from these boxes. Now, you know, I try not to be like super negative in these videos, because I know what I'm paying for, guys. I literally paid $100 for a mystery. I love a good mystery. And if I don't like the surprise or what they send me, I could stop ordering them. I get that. But it would be nice to get nice stuff now and then. Okay, these are not it. So these are just some little booties, but they feel cheap. Like, you can tell when a shoe just doesn't feel well made. The bottoms just have a number 7, so at least they have size. And the inside says, all man-made material, made in China, Dylan 7.5. So I can't, the name brand is completely worn out. So at least here's a positive. They're in decent shape. They were loved. You can tell they've been worn. It's a little, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth selling those. Okay. It's kind of like playing with slot machines, you know, and I don't like doing that. We used to cruise all the time. I'll put in like $1 and do like the penny, you know, but when I win 10 cents, it's awesome. All right, so these are blowfish, nothing awesome. And you know, I get blowfish in all these boxes, and I watch, I'm sure if you're watching this, you watch other ones. Blowfish isn't like super cheap. I was at TJ Maxx the other day, and they go for like 25 to 30 bucks new, which to me, that's not like cheap. I mean, I guess it is in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, but there's no resale value. So these are cute. This little blowfish right there. I mean, they weren't worn very often. And they are size 7. So we'll see. I always hope that I'm going to get stuff that isn't that great all in the same size, so I can maybe lock them up together, but that never happens. Okay, these are some Anne Klein iFlex. They just don't feel great. They feel like they were probably really old. They've got a lot of suede wear. Yeah, so probably, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with those. Here are some Converse. I love Converse. They're a quick sell for me in the kid sizes anyway, because that's what I previously have sold most things of. Most, yes. These are a men's size 10, women's size 12. I have a question for you guys. So when you get an item like this, do you list it in the men's or the women's, or do you list it in both? I know there's kind of varying opinions. I'm just curious what you do. So these are decent. With a magic eraser, these will actually come out looking pretty great. They've just got some scuffs on the white. So these are good. I mean, I can usually pull at least 20 bucks out of kid sizes. So I would imagine I can get a little more for such a bigger size. We've got some tall boots that feel like they came from the dollar store. All man-made materials, US size 8. I mean, you can tell when something just feels, and this is the type that like, it'll start to crack, and you know, this is something that you buy to wear with one outfit from like a Charlotte Russe, or is that even, I'm old, is that even still in place? But you know, like if you were going to like a particular themed event, I don't know, they're just, I am going to be making a trip to Plato's Closet to hopefully offload some stuff from my men's boxes. Got a little bit of scuffs, so hopefully this is something that they will take. Definitely not this season at the moment here in Florida, but all right, so maybe these are good. These are some Nike Shocks. They look vintage to me. I know they're not, but like the colors just scream like 80s. They are a US 9. They're from 2015. And I love Nikes because they have the number on them, so I can look it up and see exactly how much they cost. I mean, I know they look great on the computer because I've got my light here and the natural light, but there are a lot of little scuffs and things. I will try to clean them up, but there's like, you know, they were definitely worn. So I don't know what these go for. Maybe like 40 or 50 I could start and go from there. Okay. Oh, another pair of Converse. Just your classic white. The thing with white Converse, they always start to look a little yellow. These are actually still looking okay. They're a US size 6. Definitely were worn. So people always show the bottoms of Converse and say, these were never worn. But if you look right here, it's like the fuzzy part was worn off. So these were definitely worn. They just, Converse show wear well, I should say. So these I'll toss in the washer with my whites, and tip that maybe you already know, but if you have white items, stick them out in the sunshine when they're wet, and it will help get all the stains out of them. I used to cloth diaper many years ago, and that's how you got all the stains out. Okay, a pair of booties. Now these definitely feel way better than the others. They have a cute little, what are you? Okay, so they have this thing in here, which they're not new, so that tells me maybe ThredUp tried to sell these. They are Mark Fisher, and leather upper, Malaya, I don't know, I think Aaliyah, something like that. It has the style name in there. So these are pretty. They feel very nice. They don't appear to have anything like blatantly wrong with them, other than they were worn maybe once. So Mark Fisher LTD. I don't know if that makes a difference. Size 8. So these are cute. I have no idea the price on these. So someone asked me today how I price items. I mean, I just go to Poshmark and eBay, and you can't just look at what's listed right now, because just because someone has it listed for $100, you got to look at the solds and see how much things have actually sold for. Okay, these are awful. These are Michael Kors, but they're like, they feel, I mean, they really just need to go in the trash, which is unfortunate. Part of the reason I like these boxes is just to get things from going to the landfill or wherever, but these are like, they were like left in the sun. They're like crinkly. Can't even explain it. They just, nobody would want to wear these. They would not be comfortable. And they've definitely seen some miles, so they're a 9. Yeah. I don't think anything can help that, like just the toughness, how those feel. All right, there's only 3 pairs left, so I'm thinking I got exactly 15 pairs. At least I'm seeing these are the only fancy shoes. Sometimes you get several pairs of these. My Lord, no one's going anywhere right now where they need these. Okay, these are Ziggy Soho, which I think that's sold at like Nordstrom Rack. Alania, size 8.5. They're like a caged, let's see, appears like, I like when they're these little stud things instead of rhinestones. I feel like these don't fall off as easily. I mean, they show some, oh, got really blurry. They show some wear, like, suede's just so hard to photograph. Let's see before I speak. They both have the zippers, yeah. So, I don't know, maybe someone does have a formal event to attend. Is prom happening this year? I don't know. I keep seeing yeses and nos. Can't believe it's already nearly time to think about that. So, I mean, is this the worst box I've ever gotten? No. Is it the best? I don't think so, but we'll see. Okay. So these are Cole Haans with the Nike Air bottoms, but they might look beautiful coming across. They're gorgeous shoes. However, don't know. You see that? There is like actual damage, not just scuffs, like it's rough, like the patent leather. And honestly, that probably happened in shipment because they were right next to those spiky heels. You know, they definitely were worn, but these are definitely well made. Nike Air and Cole Haan mix their collabs together are pretty great, but they were worn quite a bit, which means maybe they're comfortable. Yeah, except for the front of that one's, they're size 9. The heels do look like okay. So I will still list these for sure, but how much will they bring? I don't know. Just be, you know, I'll have to check, of course, comps. But I mean, the heels don't look terrible. They're not completely chewed up. There just is a little bit of dings to that. 1 pair left. All right, and they obviously saved the best for last, which makes me happy when that happens. Let's get this box out of the way. These are Kate Spade. The leather just, there's just such a difference when you feel good leather and not. So these are cute, super tiny, size 7. They are made in Italy, and I love that it still has the stick. I mean, they were obviously worn, like a lot, so the sticker just stayed with them. They are the Ingrata, and they were $358. Now, the shoe itself, now the bottoms look super warm, but surprisingly, the top, the footbed, everything looks pretty great. Even the buckle, sometimes it starts to like show a lot of wear. Yeah, these are in pretty great shape. Even the heels, I mean, there's a couple little scuffs, don't get me wrong, but overall, these are definitely the winner of the box. Will I make my $100 back? Probably. It just will take some time. And thankfully there's none in here other than some of the teeny that I might keep for my 2 kids. It wouldn't, but there's nothing that's like of value that I want to keep. That always happens. There's always something in my size. So yeah, I mean, there's some scuffs on the front of that, but Not the worst, not the best. I don't know if I'll keep buying these just because of the price increase. My men's box recently wasn't that great. I really want to get another fun box. I know I opened 2 of them and they were terrible, but I feel like the next one has to be better, you know? So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've watched this far, if you could give me a thumbs up. And thank you so much to those of you who've been commenting. It's really fun that I'm starting to make like YouTube friends, you know, people that are definitely watching my videos as I upload them, and we're like getting to know each other. I'm having fun finding people who comment and I go watch their videos and all of that. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. It's Sunday that I'm filming this and uploading this. My kids are on spring break and we're just kind of taking it easy, not traveling this year. We just had a pool built, and so we're staying home and loving it. All right, guys, I will see you soon. What do I have next? Oh, I am redoing my entire inventory system, and I want to do a walkthrough and show you how I'm staying organized, screen share my new spreadsheet, and just kind of walk you through the process of how I'm going through all 800 pieces of my inventory. So that'll be coming up soon. All right, guys, till next time, bye.